drop this. We're just back in the field after backing this up here, so I'll drop this here and we are going to pick up the silage trailer and head back with it. That is the plan. So busy trying to keep the combine going. The combine's cutting quicker than we're able to get rolled, so a bit of a nuisance that. But look, if we push the crimper or the mill too hard and it blocks, you lose an hour. Very handy, very handy, because it's all run with belts. You won't block the rollers, very hard block the rollers, but to block the spout or block the auger bringing it back to the paddles throughout the spout is far too fucking easy, especially in that damp grain. You just can't afford to chance it, or we could lose too much time to it. So we have a nice little load on there now. So we have that coming out. We have a nice little load on there and that, and not as much as what was in the other trailer on the way, but still not too bad at the same time. Huh? Put in this trailer. It's not a whole lot, maybe about 3/4, a bit more than, I'd say, maybe not 3/4 no, but I'd say more than half of what the other trailer's carrying. It's just, this is a trailer just to carry the weight in between getting the other trailer tipped and back. So we're just hitting the road now, so I may put down my camera, but as you can see there, nice little jog of stuff on it, so I'll keep motoring and we'll see how we go on for the rest of it. Right, so just back in the yard with the second load in the silage trailer. As you can see, it's kind of settled down with the bouncing going down the road. Because we weren't in it with the shovel, that's why it's sort of gone like that. So we get back in here, tip this, push it up. My sister's coming in to take over from me, give her a few instructions, and away I go again. I have to do some other business and come back and go back at it. Busy. Nothing never changes. Never does and never will. So be careful, you could drive up at the tip, but if you get too much of a lean on it, you could end up in trouble. So we'll just leave it at this, it'll be grand. Right. There's my sister there now. Let's clean off the back of the trailer, make sure that it's okay. Tractor stops moving. No. So now that fairly well got it all out of it now. Fairly well, still a bit stuck at the front, but still has more to get, so I'm a bit stuck there. It's not going to matter once it doesn't start flying down the road off it. So back in. That's it, we'll give this a slam. Knocked a bit off it. Okay, now. Right. So now, just after sending a bag of powder, we're using Agri King powder to preserve the grain. So we've been using it for, geez, I don't know how long, a very long time now. But we'll push up this bit we're after putting in there, and then I'll go off about my business, and I'll be back then hopefully in an hour or two. So we'll get as you can see, wet. When I got back from town, they were just after, well, they'd broken down about half an hour, 40 minutes beforehand. The roller jammed, or the auger jammed, taken away from the rollers, and burnt off all the belts. They didn't get stopped in time, and they had to unclog it and do all that. And by the time we were going again, it started to rain. We got rained off. Only for that we would have had the field finished. If the belts hadn't jammed, we would have been finished. But there's about 3 runs of the combine. There's about another hopper full of the crimper, or the mill, to be cut there, and then there's another field to be done. So we're going to push up this base stuff now and roll it in, and we're going to throw a cover over it just to keep the rain off it. It'll be good for a few days till we get around to getting we've cut the last field in that cut, so we'll just gonna have to wait it to go. So we'll go push this up now. Huh? Push it up or do it after?
Whatever. Push it up before we
I think the problem here, as you can see, they're very hard to get up and down now. My sister tipped the load and pushed it up, but she didn't roll it in. And I'm trying to push up the next load. It's just too much non-rolled stuff for me to be able to go up and down easy. It's going to take me a few minutes to get this done now. So it is. This rolled and level that you can go up and down now. So we'll keep tipping away at it here, see what we can do. And which edge do you have? You're gonna need more up here, or will we shove it back further? Huh? Put it back this way?
pull it back. Well, that back, you know. Not well down here. Right. Right, get that Teddy and get that door in.
Up. Rocket, it's stuck in the front of it. It's stuck in the front of it. No, it's not. Still stuck in the front. There it is. That's it. Hello everybody. So now, I can't actually remember why I finished videoing the other day, but we were cutting Saturday, this is Wednesday, we're just finishing it off now. We're just literally, we have all cut. Now I forgot to bring my GoPro with me earlier in the day when we were cutting the second field, but we're finished. We're just the last load of grain now to be rolled, and whatever's in the combine. So it probably won't be a full trailer of grain of crimp, but shouldn't be too far off it. Quite a decent bit of crimp now. We're very happy with it, as you've seen there just before. I should put in that way. But the second field yielded a lot better, yielded very well, had a better grain. The first field we cut, it yielded alright, but the grain quality was just a bit less. The head disease got into it, and we just didn't get on top of it. It took it over, and it left it with just a bit smaller grain. But the field we're going to now, the last field we cut, 100%. Couldn't ask for better now. So that's great. So we're just on our way back now, go fill the last load, and then throw it in the pit, roll it up, throw it up and roll it in tight, and then cover it. I imagine it's getting on now in the evening, it's 8 o'clock or maybe after it, so I'd imagine we'll probably just throw this up and throw the cover on it lightly, and we'll leave it at that, and we'll finish the covering of it tomorrow. And when we get covered in that, I'll just throw it in it. Just come in, you know, the usual old crack in the end. I don't know how long this video is. It'll be in 1 part or 2 parts. Videos are getting quite long because I'm videoing a lot more than I usually do, especially since I've changed up my style of video. So I'm sort of all the work surrounding a job, so to speak. But just as you might see there, a few raindrops. It has rained, we've been rained off twice today trying to cut the last of this field. Literally every time I went back to the yard with a load of grain, now it's only 2 miles away. It's been raining at home, literally watching showers all around us, and just thank God no. We literally the very last maybe fifth of my uncle always leaves the headland to last, and the last fifth of the headland, the round of the headland, it started pissing rain, and we just trudged through it just to get it cut, to have it finished. That's 100% no, because it's crimp, doesn't need to be dry, moisture doesn't really matter. Once you can get it through the combine, that's really all that really matters. It needs to be a certain, it needs to have a certain amount of moisture for it to ferment, to keep right. We've just been very lucky today to get this finished, just the way the weather fall. You can see the rain on the ground there. It's been hit and miss with showers, and we just got it spot on. We just couldn't have asked for better. We just got it. If it had went any longer, if it was 2 or 3 days more, it'd have gone too ripe to crimp, and we'd have to let it go dry, because once it goes too ripe, the grain just isn't right for crimping, and you won't be able to get it to keep right. It won't ferment right. So we're just borderline the very end of it. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. We'll finish by showing our little shop filling last load and bring them back to combine and whatnot. But that's really it now. That's all the harvesting done now for ourselves. We have a bit to do for contract. It'll be another week or two, maybe even more before that's done. But we've all our own grain that we want to cut with the combine, so the combine is practically finished, bar the other bit of work. Now we'll move on to getting ready to get her whole crop in and get her silage, second cut silage in, and try and get more slurry out, lost slurry on the books, as always. I'm going to leave it at that, and we will skip on to the next bit, or maybe the end of the video, so we'll leave it at that. So now everyone, that's the combine on the road, heading for home. So my father's going in front with the Jeep. I have to drop off the header, go with a load of stuff. Now actually I thought we were going to have a good bit more than what we had. So a bit in it, about a third of a trailer. It was not too bad, but off to go now. It's not that far from home, but it's tight, and literally that joke, you just can't meet a car has to go back. So I says, while I was just before I drop off the header, put on the trailer and head home, I just run through the mill because I know I was meant to and I didn't get round to. So that's the belts. If you're wondering why we don't have a cover on our belts, it's because we like seeing them. I know it's not exactly safe, but when a belt starts to slip, you need to catch it like that. Whether you're standing here or there and you see that, you need to catch it straight away, or you'll end up burning the belts off. We actually burned a set of belts now in this field, and when we were doing the other field they jammed it and they burnt a set of belts off it. Burned them belts off it. So anyways, then this yoke here is for adding our additive. Now we got this made up especially for applying maximum. Maximum is 1 bag of maximum stuff, 3 bags of urea, prill urea per 5 ton. So this is all geared and set up off the hydraulics that it'll put in what it's in 3-to-1 ratio with the gears there, as you can see. Got made especially. You might actually see the crowd that made it for us selling them at the ploughing match. We seen them there making them after we got them to make one for us. So that's what that does. You control it by the hydraulics, and we know by counting the teeth going around in the big gear how quickly it goes round. It's so many teeth in, I don't know, 10 seconds or something. My father knows, I just can't remember at this moment in time. So that's it. It comes out the back flap up there, and you can change the flap then. It used to be you had to take it off and you had to flip it around, but we got my cousin to make up this, so it's just a matter of taking off the bolt, whack it up, it changes direction, put the bolt back on. That's really it. That's for tightening the rollers together. The rollers, I can't just show you them, but there's grooves in the roller for rolling the grain. That's the flow rate. Now this contraption here is for applying acid. Now acid is extremely hard on these machines, so it is, but it is probably one of the main things or main ways of treating grain. So you put that in your barrel of acid, you adjust this to adjust your flow there based on the moisture of the grain. We bring the grain moisture meter with us so that we can adjust that accordingly, and then that just pumps it in and puts it in back there. It hits it coming up the spout. It just really means that the bits that get worn with acid especially is the joint there, which we always have trouble every season, where it seizes. We usually pour diesel down and let diesel lie in it for the winter just to keep it right, but sometimes it's very corrosive, that propionate. Well, I don't think propionic acid is banned at the minute, I'm not sure, but the acid that's used to treat it, that's it, that's the mill. I think it holds 5 ton, it'll do 15 ton an hour in good conditions, dry grain flying out of it. That's really it now, so I think not much else I can say about that. I'm going to get this back, get that back, and do all them bits and bobs. That's really it. Probably won't be covering the pit till tomorrow, and maybe I will, maybe I won't video that. I tell you what, just in case I don't, I just flip this round. So that is it. Just in case I don't get covering the pit tomorrow, or I don't video or forget it, this is the end of the video. So we have all our crimp cut. The combine is now finished for ourselves, bar we have 2 little gardens, about 3 acres. We'll bring up the vintage combine and cut up in 2 weeks time, or not, that's it all cut. So happy enough, great yield off this. There's a great heap of straw. It's going to take 3 or 4 good dry days in a row to get the straw dry enough to bale. So it won't be done this side of next week anyways. It's just woeful weather promised. So the next big step for us now is to start cutting our whole crop, which hopefully now will get done before vintage silage day. But it's debatable at the minute because that's next week, and the weather is shocking bad for at the minute, but that's all likely to change. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If any comments, anything like that, as always, hit me down in the comments down below. That is it from me. Also, caps, I don't have it on my head. I'm still trying to move stuff out of the house into the flat, and I keep forgetting. I still have a heap of stuff to bring, but anyways, I keep forgetting. But anyways, you know where to go to get them. eBay, link in the description down below. That is it from me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Good luck.